My stepfather made me call him dad at the dinner table every night, and my mother smiled every time he did it, never once guessing that the man she swore was a criminal had been mailing me the truth from his cell the whole time. I was 14 when my mom got engaged to Marcus. My real father, Eli, had been locked up for embezzlement 7 months earlier. The case never sat right with me. He ran the books for a mid-sized construction firm, and one morning auditors found nearly $400,000 routed into an account with his name on it. He swore he'd never opened it. He swore he'd been set up, but the paper trail was clean, almost too clean, and the jury didn't take long. What I couldn't get past was how fast my mom moved on. Marcus was at our kitchen table within weeks, and she told me my father was a thief who'd fooled us both, and that I was better off forgetting him. When she announced the engagement, she said I should start calling Marcus dad, because a real father provides, and mine clearly couldn't. That's around when Marcus got comfortable. He'd watch me too long across the room and comment on how I was turning into a real young lady. My mom thought it was charming. When I told her he made me uneasy, she called me ungrateful. She must have repeated it to him, because that night he stood in my doorway and said, quiet enough that she couldn't hear, that girls who told stories ended up sorry. So I started keeping secrets of my own. I wrote my father letters, tucked them inside my history binder, and mailed them from the library after school. He wrote back through the prison email system, to an account I'd made that my mom didn't know existed. It got worse on a Tuesday. I came home to find she'd switched my last name to Marcus's on every school form. You'll understand someday, she said. That night, Marcus sat on the edge of my bed to celebrate being a family, put his hand on my shoulder, and told me I should be thankful. I locked myself in the bathroom until I heard him give up. When my father's birthday came, I begged to visit him. Just an hour, I said. She said no, and then said something worse. Marcus had bought concert tickets 3 hours away that exact weekend and booked us a hotel suite, all of us together. When I said I'd rather see my dad, my mom called him a thief who'd abandoned me. When I said he was innocent, Marcus slapped me across the mouth. She watched and said nothing. That weekend broke something in me, and when we got home, she'd found my letters. She burned them in a coffee can on the patio and, as punishment, took my bedroom door off its hinges so she could keep an eye on me. Marcus took that as an invitation, lingering in the empty doorframe at night. That was my breaking point. I snuck into the school computer lab after hours and wrote my dad a long, rambling, half-coherent message about everything. I didn't expect it to fix anything. I was too numb to expect anything. 2 weeks later, he replied. It was long and gentle and said all the right things, but one line stopped me cold. Did you look where I told you to? I had no idea what he meant, so I went back through every email he'd ever sent, line by line, and I found it, buried in a message from weeks earlier, the day after I'd first begged to visit him. I'd been too gutted that day to read carefully. He'd written that I should go into the crawl space under the back stairs, behind the loose panel. I waited until my mom and Marcus left for their Friday dinner out. My hands shook as I pried the panel loose with a butter knife. Behind it, wrapped in a freezer bag, was a flash drive and a folded sheet of paper in my father's handwriting. The note was dated 3 weeks before his arrest. Found statements proving Marcus opened the account under my name. He and Lauren have been planning this for months. If anything happens to me, this drive has the bank records and the messages between them. Get it to a lawyer. Trust no one in this house. The drive held screenshots my mother and Marcus dated, discussing how to make it look like Eli. Then headlights swept across the wall. Tires in the driveway. They were home early. I shoved the drive into my sock, put the panel back, and walked downstairs with my heart slamming. But I already knew. Within a month, that drive was in the hands of my father's appeals attorney. He's home now. They are not.